Yes. Oh. Isn't that nice? Welcome to the ride that is the Derek O'Shea Show. It is the show that is above all shows. This isn't Trevor Noah's audience. No, but it could be. If you just close your eyes and you truly pretend it's the season of magic. Let the magic in the air be free. I'm sorry. I don't know what this freaking mix is. This is from YouTube Studios. Put your mask on this Christmas and save your families. This is the Derek O'Shea Show. Welcome to the revolution. What's up, everyone? How are we doing today? It's freaking Monday. We're making it through the beginning of the week. You are making it. We're not Trevor Noah's audience. We have dignity. We have purpose. We have dignity. We have it all. We're above it. We're above reproach. We're above all things that are good and everything. How is everyone doing? First of all, I just want to apologize. I was supposed to go live last night, but I forgot it was my work's Christmas party, and it was an open bar. And
William Core _day super chatted $2. Life's good in Happy Valley.
Freaking Willie, my man. What's up, dude? Thank you so much, Willie. I appreciate you, brother. Give a round of applause for Willie and all that he does. I mean, this guy gets it. I appreciate you, man. I hope everyone's doing well. I was going to go live last night, then I totally forgot about my work Christmas party. I went to the work Christmas party, and I did not think it was going to be an open bar, and it totally was. And so I got my money's worth. And then I came home, and I was like, yeah, I'm not about to go live right now. I will say the dumbest thing in the whole world and get myself in trouble. Praise God for that, dude. How you been? How you, man? It's been a little since they've been shadow banning you from me. Hey, they've been shadow banning me from you? That's rude, dude. Hey, man, I've been pretty good. Working hard, though. Working hard. 'Tis the season. Gotta work as hard as you can so you can buy everyone Christmas gifts. God. It's like the never-ending thing ever. You gotta bust your ass just to get everyone else what they want. So you went home with 350-pound human resource man? You know I did. Man. And she was wonderful. She's a wonderful, wonderful lady. At least I think so. Sometimes I get in trouble at Christmas parties when I was younger. Yeah, I don't play that game. I don't mix and match work. You gotta. I'm not friends with them on social media. Obviously, my workers would probably fire me immediately if they found this show. They'd be like, okay, yeah, we got to get rid of him. He's nuts. Derek, I have a Christmas miracle for you. Oh, I would love a Christmas miracle. Is it that the mug that was sent to you all of a sudden got repaired immediately? Because that would be wonderful. Because I'm so sorry that freaking happened to you. That freaking pissed me off for you. Wait, Fauci is his grandfather? No, Fauci is my son. He's my son. I'll take care of him. Put him right in jail where he belongs. Put him in timeout. After Christmas party would have been the perfect time for members only live show. That's probably true. That's probably a good point. But I was at the point where I don't even know if I could have got my green screen up. All right, it's just the reality of things. I don't know if I could have got this old camera working here. I'm not OnlyFans. I got to start it. It's only a matter of time. It's more of a Christmas present for you. Dude, beautiful. Does it rhyme with billion? Multi-billion dollars? Is it a Zima? Is it a are you finally buying me Zima? What's going on? I don't know if you guys need to get through. Check your Twitter DM. Oh my God. Papa is sending me nudes. Wait, what? You made another promo? Oh my God. Can I play it on here? Please say yes. If you don't say yes, I'm going to play it anyways. I don't care. You made another promo? You son of a gun, you. God. Oh, wait. What? So far, like, Matt. Hello? Okay, we're back. Golly. I gotta get a new mic. It's only a matter of time. All right. Mike is dead, I know. All right, here we go. Here is Papa's. I'm very excited. Pull myself up. Make it a little bigger. That's what she said. Perfect. Oh, excuse me. Zima really hits the spot. Here we go. I'm excited. In a world full of pain. Oh, now I'm blocking it. You know? Okay. All right, here we go. Super glue that cord. I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna get a new one because it's a USB mic, and I've been meaning to get a real mic, like a real boy. Here we go. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous. You know what I mean? Here we go.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
We are a country founded on violence. Our birth was violent.
Okay, first of all, I'm sorry I had to stop this, but I'm already, I'm so obsessed with this so far. It's such a good intro, okay? Oh my God.
Violence. Our birth was violent.
They're just like passing around dildos, butt plugs. The kids are just playing with them. They're looking at them.
In the school?
In a classroom.
Person of the year is Volodymyr Zelensky and the spirit of Ukraine.
Tonight, the man nicknamed the Merchant of Death is back in Russia. His 25-year prison sentence cut very short in a prisoner swap for Brittany Griner.
Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, you can call it whatever you want. God. Oh my God.
Bunch of people on the internet.
Oh my God. That's so Oh my God. I feel like you made me look way cooler than I actually am. Oh God, you son of a gun. God, this was incredible. Oh my gosh, freaking Papa. Jeez. That was like messing with my head, man. I was like laughing and I was like, oh God. Was that Enya? That was some good Enya vibes. Dude, that is incredible. Oh my God. You look way cooler than you really are. I feel like I do. I do not deserve that. I appreciate that. When in doubt, play Enya. Amen. Oh God, dude, that was so funny. Oh, that must have taken forever. I'm definitely showing my family because my family has like made fun of my laugh my whole life. They're like, I love going to movies with you because like you make me laugh harder than it actually is. I really like the beginning of this too. It's so depressing.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
We are a country founded on violence. Our birth was violent.
They're just like passing around dildos, butt plugs. The kids are just playing with them.
I can't believe you added this clip. It's just
Looking at them.
In the school?
In a classroom.
Person of the year is Volodymyr Zelensky and the spirit of Ukraine.
Tonight, the man nicknamed the Merchant of Death is back in Russia. His 25-year prison sentence cut very short in a prisoner swap for Brittany Griner.
what's up, ISVR 95? And then it just like gets me laughing for okay, you can call it whatever you want. God. Freaking hey, man. That's so good. I appreciate that. That's hilarious. Okay, I'll put it on there. Is that I'll put that on as my new promo. That's so ridiculous. Someone's too good. Exposing my election fraud is a threat toward the Republic. Yeah. Ashley, what's up? That's, I mean, God. Oh, it's so many times of me laughing. You know what? I used to be insecure. I just don't care anymore. It's so, thank you. That's all I need. That's what I need. And 910 needs more Zima. It did need a little, I got Zima vibes. I will say that. Zima vibes all the way. Zima! Oh, that's incredible. Almost as incredible as this news that just came out of the United States everywhere.
News alert, Sam Mini Madoff has finally been arrested after he stole over $3 billion from his customers' crypto accounts. The crypto scam artist used the money to fund corporate sex parties, buy drugs, and help the Democratic Party win the Senate.
Sounds like a pretty good guy.
In fact, he was the Democrats' second largest donor these past midterms.
He also he also helped out Mitch McConnell, so.
The Attorney General of the Bahamas
Derek is naming his firstborn Zima, middle name.
says the United States is likely to request his extradition.
Thank you, Papa. Merry Christmas. I appreciate you,
And this
dude.
is coming just as Minnie was preparing to testify in front of Congress tomorrow. Oh, what a shame.
I'm a simp for that Derek laugh.
Right before he was about to testify in front of Maxine Waters, he lost his voice and found some handcuffs. We'll have more story on that later.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey,
Get out of here, Sean Hannity. But here is like the breakdown of everything. I guess his last check bounced. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Following a receipt from a formal notification from the United States that it has filed criminal charges against the SBF, and I like how they call him SBF, and is likely to request extradition. Help, Mom. He'll probably get extradited. We'll probably we'll send another dangerous prisoner down, and you need to be thankful for it because I told you we also help out white males. Shut up, freaking right-winger freak jobs. Where's the wig though? Dude, that wig is a retirement until Donald Trump becomes president one more time, and then that wig will come right back on. It's only a matter of time. SBF didn't kill himself. Yeah, exactly. I hope we're not. I hope we're not. They send me to jail. We'll be in the Bahamas. I would like to be. I wonder what the Bahama jails are like. Anyways, let's look that up. Bahama jails like. What happened to Mama's? Does she still Cole in the chat? Oh, she'll be here. Here's the Bahama jails. Classic, gorgeous. I guess it's not too good. I mean, those are some of the older jails. What are you gonna do? Also, this is breaking news as well. Huge news coming out of the U.S. Border Patrol. Reports have been over 1,600 migrant encounters at the border in the last 48 hours. Did I say 1,600? I meant 16,000. 16,000 migrant encounters, illegal immigration encounters. Can we just call them that? I'm sorry. They want you to use their language. Make sure you're going to call a criminal, whatever. Migrant encounters, illegal immigration encounters in the last 48 hours. That's an average of 8,000 people per day. Again, the border is secure. The border is totally fine. Former Obama DHA Secretary Jan Johnson said 1,000 a day would be a crisis. Well, we've had 8,000 the last few days in a row. 8,000 a pop. And here's a little picture of what that freaking looks like. Be sure to celebrate this, because this is what progress looks like in a real country. Yes. The border will always be a problem. Well, it will be if no one does anything about it, or even attempts to do anything about it. And again, I'm not saying that like a wall is going to save everything, but this administration pretends like there's nothing we can do, and it's ramped up more than ever before. This clip deserves the Enya music. It kind of does, doesn't it? What if, I mean, look at this. Climate activists everywhere are outraged. The border is secure. You're the one that has a problem, not these people. You're the one that has a problem. But whatever, you know. It's like, what are you going to do about it? Just cry about it? Like, you're not going to do anything. These people don't care. Republicans don't care. Democrats don't care. They're just like, well, we need low-income wage workers for our major corporations to keep pretend like they don't care either. So they don't have to raise wages for you and me. That's all. Fun fact, the Bahama jail system prisoners are required to listen to red wine. God, red wine. Oh, that would be the worst. Or they're forced to listen to Who Let the Dogs Out. It's just like Who Let the Dogs Out on repeat. Who let the dogs out? It's more than ever attended a Biden rally in total. You mean the most popular president ever? How dare you say that? Get out of my chat with that disgusting hate speech. Speaking of hate speech, which I absolutely love, I feel like your channel is gonna blow soon. Like blow up. I hope so, man. I hope so. CIA down in Latin America coordinating these caravans, maybe. Like, who knows? I mean, these people are the worst. I feel like I gotta put one kind of wig on for this story. Hold on, I need to change. Can't let you see myself without my full makeup on. It's embarrassing, and then people will know that I'm other than. Gotta make sure I get everything secured for this. It's a special kind of wig. This story is about Elton John. And I'm really worried about him. I'm freaking worried about him. All my life, I've tried to use music to bring people together, yet it saddens me to see how misinformation is not being used to divide the world. I've decided to no longer use Twitter, given the recent change in policy, which will allow misinformation to flourish unchecked. Brave and beautiful. You know, you hear a lot of people say things like, you know what, Donald Trump gets elected, I'm flying and moving to Canada. It's good to see that a celebrity is putting the money where their mouth is. They're so worried about how misinformation is now being used to divide the world. It's funny when they talk about misinformation. They'll never say that's coming from the government, will they? I mean, just think about that word. It saddens me to see how misinformation is now being used to divide our world. I'm trying to think of what major corporate-backed shows politicians do on a daily basis. Divide people up by races, divide people up by sexes, and yet here is a man trying to just allow freedom of speech, and boom, all of a sudden, he's off his rocker. And then Elon responds, I love your music. Hope you come back. Is there any misinformation in particular that you're concerned about? And the real answer is no. 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 There isn't any. It's just like all these things that the left say constantly over and over again. As long as you say it over and over again, or you say experts agree or experts believe or whatever you want to say like that, then you don't have to actually back up your claims. Experts believe this. Well, all scientists believe this. This is just the truth. This is just facts. If there's misinformation, you don't have to actually back up anything. You can just say these things. And that's my favorite thing about what we always watch on the news, is all these newscasters just say, this is just the truth. This is just from the book, The Good Gospel of New York Times. Praise God for that. And I read it every morning on my way to work as my daily devotional, because without New York Times, I don't know how to be a good citizen. So thank you, Elton John, for finally taking a stand. How old are you again? All right. First Neil Young, now Elton John. Who's next? Gordon Lightfoot. Oh my God. Could you imagine Gordon Lightfoot? Derek Shea Promise Paid in Full. Write a song about it if you think it's so good. Yeah, exactly. Or get Chat GDP to write that song for you. Just get Chat GDP to do it. Oh, you gotta love it. Also, big news coming out of... Okay, let me change. This thing like chokes the shizzle out of my neck. You know how life is. I don't have some weird fetish where that's like a thing of mine, so... these are just the true facts of life. And how many followers does Elton John really have? I don't know. How many followers does he have? I mean, I liked his... Who doesn't like his music? But it's just like, who cares about what he has to say? I guess if you're a part of his community, you care more than life itself, because that's what we're about. Okay. Another news story. Ukraine may get a lifeline from NATO from a fund that has been earmarked for Afghanistan. So apparently NATO had not spent all the money they needed to spend for security forces in Afghanistan, and has decided to do with their $3.4 billion surplus is just to go ahead and give it to Ukraine. Because when you gotta funnel it, you might as well funnel it. Check it out, just set it wherever you can. I'm rather partial of William Shatner's version of Rocket Man. I don't know if I've ever heard that. The sheep are got a lot of people. How Islamophobic of NATO. It's so Islamophobic. Thank you for saying that. The bunny was known as the Afghan National Army Trust Fund, supported equipment and training for troops. You know those troops that we didn't care about and we kind of left there. Who cares about those losers? Am I right? It's all about the Taliban. Woo, go ahead, Taliban. You're doing your thing. Rocket Man. I just thought that was interesting. Anything to give these people more money, you got to do it. And don't ask for oversight and don't ask for auditing, because to ask for auditing and oversight is incredibly racist. Speaking of racist, this man was caught napping in the middle of an Eagles-Giants game. Can you spot this man? Do you know who he is? Do you know who he is? He did not have sexual relations with that woman. Oh!
Somebody shake him.
My man is passed out right there. Bill, get up, you son of a gun, you son of a... Cheers to Bill Clinton as you enter in the other side of life, where napping with a remote in your hand becomes a part of your life for the rest of your life, that you never make it to bedtime, but bedtime makes it to you. You know what I mean by that? For once, I want to be Christian Slater. All right, you can be Christian Slater. Please tell me it's Christian Slater. I'm sorry. You get to be Christian Slater. It's the rabbi. Oh my God. Oh, and he's with kids. You hate to see it, or you love to see it. I'm not sure. You can be Christian Slater, okay? Just everyone relax. You're Christian Slater. Oh, I'm still thinking of red wine. Red wine. I'm a big fan of redwood wine. I got to make sure y'all's chats aren't being so censored. Well, the bitch is back. Am I right? I missed that one. All right. Fun fact, Mary Jo Slater, mother of Christian, has more movie credits. That is a fun fact. Thank you for sharing that. You guys want to hear another fun fact? I love segues. I'm a huge fan of segues. Another fun fact. Cambridge just dropped a new definition of woman, which I'm a huge fan of. Because at a day and age, 2022, where we're all struggling to figure out the definition due to, well, not most of us with a brain don't need a definition because we already know. But here we go. An adult who lives and identifies. Wait. An adult who lives is how it starts out. An adult who lives and identifies as female, though they may have been said to have a different sex at birth. So this is the new definition of woman. In your face, Matt Walsh. Suck it. Now we have a definition. You don't have to ask. It's an adult who lives and identifies as female. And then you ask the obvious question of identifies as what? What is this person identifying as? What is a female? It's like a woman is a woman is a woman. The end. It's circular. It's a circle. It's a circle. She was first trans woman elected to a national office, which I love that that's part of it. Mary is a woman who was assigned male at birth. I almost spit my drink out everywhere. Holy crap. Good evening, Queen. Perfect timing. Definition of woman. A female who lives and identifies as female. Oh, God. A female who lives and identifies. I want a female who dies and identifies as female. That may have been said the different sex at birth. We're in a clown world, people. The fact that like a company like Cambridge, a place like Cambridge thinks this is a logical statement is insane to me. A ginger is a ginger. A woman is a woman. A man is a man. Okay, but what is that? God, I just can't. Okay, we have a woman expert here. Oh yes, thank you, Queen. Help me understand this. I'm a man. I'm a cisgender white male. Pronouns are your mom. And I am confused what to make of this. Is this what a woman is? Is this who you are? Are you alive? First of all, are you alive? And do you identify as female? Though you're alive. You're assigned brunette at birth, but identify as gender. How'd you know that? I was identified. Wait, I was identified as brunette. Wait, what does that even mean? I don't even know. Nope. Okay, Queen. Or Ashley, is this, what is this? Help me. God. Why do we care? Like, why this obsession that leftists have of changing the language in order to confuse an entire generation in order for them to remain in power, so you look to them for the answers and look to them for your thinking process and your right think. It's just so ridiculous. That's the reason why they keep changing it too, is so that you are constantly focused on them providing the truth to you because you're too stupid of an individual to read for yourself. Like, it's so ridiculous to me that people even, at this point, these people are it's just faith. It's just a religion. It's not, who cares about truth anymore? You can just, when truth is subjective, you can just make up whatever you want at any point. And as long as there's a group of people that go, okay, I'll believe that. It's like, okay, now it's the truth of the day. Now you just need to submit. And if you are not to submit, you are other than, you're different than, you're not as smart as me, because I wake up in the morning and I read the New York Times. What do you read in the morning? USA Today, due to the pictures, because you're too stupid to read? Cult of gullible parrots. Oh yeah, or seals. I was thinking Gene Brewer. Seriously though, it's just like, tell me what I'm supposed to say, tell me what I'm supposed to repeat, and I'll repeat it. I don't actually think for myself. I just allow these people to change definitions, tell me how to think. What pen am I supposed to wear? What country am I supposed to care about when there's a war? And if it's another country that's going to war, I'm supposed to pretend like it doesn't matter. You speaking truth, brother? I appreciate that. Like, I get so annoyed at this kind of crap, especially not necessarily for us, but for the kids, for the younger generations who are just supposed to just put up with this shit as if they're like, I mean, you're just creating an entire confused generation who is not told that they can speak for themselves, that they must look to their authority figures, that being the government, not their parents, because their parents are white supremacists. They are the problem. You need to look to the government for your answers. I identify as a millionaire, but none of the stores respect my identity when I swipe my card. Same. I'm always like, hey, that card I just swiped, that's a platinum card. All right, that's not that'll work. It's your system, not mine. You know what I mean? it's your system it's your system with the one the problem. As all of you know, I identify as international waters, which I love because waters are peaceful to me. Your laws don't apply to me. No one wants to play blackjack. The Biden is one human kidney. I'll take that. If the leader said cut your right arm off to end climate change or whatever they'll do, maybe, yeah. Like all these random blackouts of people shooting Transformers and stuff. I'm like, and they try to put it on right wingers. I'm like, that sounds like a left wing thing. The people that absolutely think that like how we get electricity in today's world is like hell on earth, and so the only way to stop it is to shoot it. I mean, it just sounds so ridiculous. Here's another thing that's ridiculous. I'm gonna take a swig of this. Just remind you that Joe Biden's a loser. This is all I can think about when I hear her say this.
Joe Biden is.
If you have hate in your heart, let it out.
Okay. BB, but they outlawed weapons of war. Oh, it's like you guys know what I'm going to say before I say it. You guys set me up every time. It's beautiful. This just came out today. The Pentagon worries Russian release in prisoner swap may return to arms trafficking. Pentagon officials are concerned that Victor Bout, a Russian arms dealer who Biden administration freed from U.S. custody Thursday in prison swap, which was just a wonderful swap. Can't wait to see Brittany Griner back on the court, doing what she loves. 17 points a game, 1.8 assists per game. Praise God for that. Continues to say, there is a concern that he would return to doing the same kind of work that he's done in the past, said a Pentagon official told Politico. The official said if Bout returns to illegal arms trafficking, the United States will focus on urging United States allies in Africa not to engage with the arms dealer. Hey, stop it. Stop trying to engage with him. Stop it. Private gun ownership is bad, but unless it's in Israel and Ukraine, then it's 5,000% okay. Exactly. Freaking exactly. These are the same people that try to tell you that your assault weapon, your AR-15, is a weapon of war, and then at the same time releasing one of the biggest arms dealers in the world, and Nicolas Cage is licking his chops at Lord of War 2.0. Like, it's just, we just live in such an insane time, and it's amazing how many like MSNBC and stuff like this are like praising this man being freed, and at the same time will tell you in the same breath that you shouldn't have guns. I'm just like, why do you need these things? Oh, but we need to have Brittany Griner while we left the other two guys who have been serving longer sentences there. No worried about that. I love the part in this article. Some logical thinking people criticized Biden administration for freeing Bout, who armed Afghan warlords and is accused of dealing with Al-Qaeda and the Taliban, like us, especially as former Marine Paul Whelan has remained in Russian custody since 2018. Paul who? I'm sorry. And then there was like another guy who's there too. So it's like, this whole story is just another reminder is how if you go to jail for something, no one cares about you. If you fit, if you're either a celebrity or you fit under the umbrella that is progressivism, you will be freed at all costs, even if it means we release one of the worst drug arms dealers that create conflicts and murder people around the world. That's how much they don't care about you. And also another thing, I'm sure the military industrial complex would absolutely love the idea of this gun warlord walking around starting wars up again. Praise God for that. Finally, we can get back into real war and not just sending money. We need to start getting people killed. Oh my God, that sounds great. But then these guts didn't mark off proper check marks. Trade the warlord for a WNBA player. It's just so bad. This guy is probably going to make a fortune in America once firearms are completely outlawed. 100%. Dude, what? That's like the chat of the century. Of course. It's the minute you have all these Americans that still want their firearms, and when it's illegal, you know, he'll just send it to the cartel, and the cartel will sell it to us. Because it's not like we have a border, praise God for that. Oh, man. The hits just keep on hitting, as they say. Okay. Let's get into some of these stories for the clicks, as they say. But here we go with... I don't know if you've been paying attention to the Supreme Court case of the wedding website designer who decided not to make a website for a gay couple. Again, if I was to ever meet some anti-ginger person that didn't want to make me a wedding website, I'd just be like, what a weirdo. I'll just leave you alone and I'll never use your service. In fact, I'll tell my friends not to use you. Like, just go, move on. Brittany for VP, MVP. Yeah, me too. Yeah, praise God. But here's the important question. Reporter asks, does the president say to religious organizations who fear they will now be targeted by the government due to their beliefs in traditional marriage, which is exactly what will happen? This is what will exactly happen. And the fact that they're like scapegoating this or walking around this and pretending like it just doesn't actually exist should tell you everything of what they actually believe. But listen to these words very carefully.
Marriage Act is going to be signed tomorrow on the South Lawn. But, you know, and the president himself, he told me the other day that he disagrees with Catholic bishops. The bishops, of course, believe that it will harm religious freedom. That said...
Which is what this whole case is about. Somebody is saying, due to my religious beliefs, I can't help you. And the government is saying, we'll come after you because you're being discriminatory.
This is going to be signed, you know, it's a done deal. But what does the president say to religious organizations who...
What's up, Kaylon?
...who fear they will now be targeted or discriminated against by the government for their beliefs in traditional marriage?
So, look...
I love the way he says, like, these organizations. Why? Because they've read the bill and they know exactly what's going on, and you're posing this question like it's like just some kind of like almost irrelevant thought in the matter. It makes sense. It goes in line. The fears are genuine.
Look, you know, on his first day in the White House, the president signed an executive order on preventing the combating discrimination against LGBTQI plus Americans.
Right. So you're not answering the question. Keep going.
And that EO has led key agencies, including HUD, HHS, ED, DOJ, and
PCP, PRT, RRT, Toys R Us, Walmart, PPT 44 55697 855 125 3555.
CFPB to strengthen non-discrimination protections in housing, healthcare, education, criminal systems, and credit and lending services. And so I say that because he has been so committed to this issue from the beginning of his administration.
To go after religious groups.
And when you look at this piece of legislation that has been passed, it actually addresses also the question that you're asking and takes that into account.
No.
But look, tomorrow's going to be a really important day for many Americans, millions of Americans across the country, and I think we cannot forget that.
Yeah, exactly. This is a monumentous day for more government power because one person got really PO'd and started crying and said, I need help and my government to come in and force people to do things I want them to do. And at the same time, I say, the right-wingers are fascists. I'm not the one being fascist, forcing people to do whatever I say to do and making the government do it and then locking them up and taking away their money and taking away their business. That's not fascism. Me. Funny how kosher and halal bakeries aren't held to the same Christian standard. Imagine a Muslim bakery refusing to sell services on the same. You wouldn't hear anything. Liberals pretend like Muslims are like more conservative than Christians are. Okay, and so that's why they never talk about them. The Biden administration is being all historic and courageous. Yeah, the Byron. You got me on that one. Every time they say they're not doing something, that's exactly what they're doing. And until people get that in their head, things will never change. It's like the people that call you fascist, they're the ones being fascist. The people that call you racist, they're the ones being racist. And I continue down the line. Praise God. Okay, it's just so ridiculous. Kaylon says, for my New Year's resolution, I will be deleting 1 terabyte of porn. Holy shit, that is a lot, man. On my computer, so it will be fast. Okay. So, wait, that's the only reason? So it'll be faster? Why is that a resolution? Just do it right now. God. Jeez. All right. And then, the press conferences are just so ridiculous. And to pretend like we're not in a fascist, like, a corporatist oligarchy. It's just ridiculous. We're in a free society. Here is a reporter asking for basically Elon Musk. Here was a reporter asking about Elon Musk calling for Fauci to be prosecuted.
Attacks on Dr. Anthony Fauci over the weekend calling for his prosecution. And then he shared some other memes about him and suggested he's lying about the origins of the coronavirus. What's your response, first of all, specifically to the attacks on Dr. Fauci, and second, how is your view of Twitter as a sort of public forum and a forum for yourself and for the president and many other officials here? How are those views evolving?
So look, we've been very clear about this. These attacks, these personal attacks that we have been seeing are dangerous.
Yeah, asking for someone to be held accountable for actions they said, like lying, to people like Rand Paul. Asking people to be held accountable. These are dangerous things. This is a dangerous thing. Please do not ask for accountability within this administration. This is what dangerous people ask for. You need to be celebrating this moment. Remember, this is a huge moment.
On Dr. Fauci and other public health professionals as well. They are disgusting and they are divorced from reality. And we will continue to call that out and be very clear about that. Again, these are incredibly dangerous, these personal attacks that we are seeing.
I don't know what would be more dangerous, calling for, Dr. Fauci to be held accountable or Dr. Fauci outright lying to people's faces. You tell me what's more dangerous.
Dr. Fauci has served under 7 Republican and Democratic presidents.
Right.
We cannot.
Which should tell you everything about this person.
Forget that.
Yeah.
He has given his almost entire
He's damn dress.
career to civil service, as a public servant. His work on infectious disease from HIV/AIDS to COVID has saved countless lives. And, it's unfortunate that he has...
The government policy is that you're not allowed to criticize them. Oh, my God. Willie, that is freaking spot on, dude. I mean, it's just, this is their policy. To criticize, to hold someone accountable, to ask questions, what is a woman? These are things that are dangerous. This is what danger looks like. Or just saying things like, I don't know if I trust the information coming out of these people's mouth. I don't know if I trust the information coming out of these people's mouth. That's what they deem as dangerous. They're worried about that. He's public. He is public giving me number one. What? He's public enemy number one? Yeah, probably. He certifies. Yeah, well, there's that. Show me your tax returns, Fauci.
We are fortunate, I should say, that he has devoted his career.
To lying about AIDS. I mean,
and his life and his exceptional talent to America's public health, and that's what should be discussed right now. That's what we should be thankful to him about. And again, these are incredibly dangerous and should be
saved countless lives that wouldn't have been in danger if the first place God, if not for him. Hey, what's gain of function research, anyways? This is actually really dangerous stuff, man. It's just... Fauci thing is like Fauci and Epstein and stuff like that, and like Sam Bankman, maybe. We'll see how this whole Bahamas thing works out. I get so blackpilled by all that stuff. I'm just like, he's never going to get prosecuted. These Republicans aren't going to do shizzle. They're not going to do anything. They might complain and bitch about it or talk about it on Fox News or Fox and Friends or something like that to get on the show and get some clicks, but I don't have any faith. I will be delightfully surprised if they do anything or, even bring him back to be questioned. I will be surprised. He murdered the economy. Oh, there's that, Speaking of a time to be alive, Fauci is protected on the high by the Prince of Darkness. Yeah, there's that. Give game functions and make worse possible. So how will we know how to deal with the exact... Fun fact, Fauci owns a pattern of certain drugs that Americans use every day. Yeah, fun fact, Fauci enjoys murdering baby beagles and no one cares. Not even the environmentalist or the, PETA organization. The same people will clap Fauci while he murders little people. But I want you guys to remember this, that tomorrow for the Marriage Equality Act, it's going to be a monumentous day. This is going to be a celebration day, even with the economy going in the toilet. The economy going in the toilet.
Plus, and interracial couples who will finally be guaranteed the rights and protections to which they and their children are entitled to.
Yes. Thank God they protected it with the power of the American government because those Republicans hate interracial marriage. God, these people are ridiculous. The
legislation also enjoys support from a majority of Americans across party lines and faiths. Tomorrow, the president will be joined by a bipartisan group of lawmakers as well as advocates and plaintiffs in marriage equality cases across the country to sign this critical legislation into law. There will be musical guests and performances to celebrate this historic bill, and the president will also...
On the taxpayer's dime. You know it. Hey, it's not like we're in a recession, all right? We are in economic wealth, okay? I think she meant Brittany Griner. Oh, my God. If Brittany Griner shows up to tomorrow... Oh, my God. Oh, my... Dude, Brittany Griner will be there. I guarantee it. If she's not there, this is a Derek O'Shea promise. She's lesbian. I mean, why would she not be there? Why would she not? It's like such an obvious thing that this administration will do. Brittany Griner will be there, and it's Kaylon's fault for mentioning it. It wasn't going to happen until Kaylon mentioned it. You son of a gun. Elton John, Neil Young, and Lizzo will be headlining probably, and they'll all be talking about how they got off Twitter together because Twitter is full of misinformation and white supremacy everywhere you look. So interracial couples didn't have equal rights. Interracial couples have been getting married for at least 2 centuries. Papa, you didn't know. You don't know that. You don't know anything. It's like it's like a hate crime. It's like the crime is already in the book, and they're just it's such pandering. Oh, I just want you to know the government fully supports interracial marriage, and we're gonna sign in the law to make it a thing. And then people that like can't really think about these things will go, "Whoa, can you believe that it took the Democrats to sign in a bill to make interracial marriage a thing? I mean, it's 2022, man." And you're like, why did that even need to be a bill? People have been doing it for a long time. You know what I mean? Like, what the frick? The Biden administration is too predictable now. Oh, yeah, they're too predictable. I mean, anything under the sun that you can think of that would appease the modern leftists or appease a bunch of crybabies, they will do it no matter what. That's why Brittany Griner is free and not the other people that were in prison. It's just part of the deal. It's part of the shtick. This is how we prove that statement, Brillo head. Wait, what? This is how we are. It's just so depressing. We're a very serious society. Speaking of serious, I think this is, here we go. You know what I mean? Leftist logic. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I was watching some teacher talking about how that parents need to be okay with teachers teaching their children sexuality because parents aren't experts, and you know how it is. And I was just like, wait, that's your whole argument? Vitals, hi. Vitals. Check your vitals. Vitals on Twitch. Check your vitals. Vital. I think this is like an interesting question though from right here. Is that a reporter? I find this question interesting. And I think it's how the fuck are you doing, dude? I'm doing fucking good. Fuck. I like how you spelled that. Babies just pop out of nowhere. Duh. You know they do. It's a real thing. But the Biden National Security Advisor asked the Pentagon spokesperson, does the administration consider Victor Bout a terrorist? Which was a decent question. So it'd be essentially, we release a terrorist. I mean, a guy that starts wars in places like Africa, encourages people to get armed and stuff like that. So this is an honest question, but let's hear this answer.
Does the administration consider Victor Bout to be a terrorist?
Well, he's not listed as a specially designated national. What we consider him to have been was a convicted criminal, convicted of arms trafficking and other crimes, to serve a sentence. He served 12 years in detention. He was set to be released in 2029. And of course, before we make any determination about whether to send somebody back as part of a deal to get an American home, we make a determination about the national security implications of that. We did that assessment in this case. We believe we can manage those challenges, but we will remain constantly vigilant against any threat that Victor Bout may pose to Americans, to the United States going forward. We also would just point out that there is no shortage of arms traffickers and mercenaries in Russia who pose challenges and threats to the international order, to the United States and otherwise, and we are vigilant about that as well, which is why we have built, alongside our allies and partners, such a robust policy in dealing with the threats posed by Russia.
Oh, okay. I get it now. I get it now, and I hope you do too. Notorious international arms dealer, not a terrorist. Concerned parent at a school board meeting. Terrorist! Exactly. Make sure to smash that like on the like button. Wait, what the heck? I think my YouTube is glitching. It just says like one person is watching, but clearly there's more of you in my chat chatting right now. I don't understand that. Teacher plus sexuality equals child transit. Well, there's that. Notorious international arms dealer, not a terrorist. Concern. Yeah, okay. Next thing you know, Victor will create a podcast called The Merchant of Truth. I just love the idea that we just gave up one of the most notorious arms traffickers who Nicolas Cage has a movie based on. And we're not only are we supposed to celebrate the idea of this man being free so that Brittany Griner can be here, but the Pentagon puts out a statement saying that they are concerned that he is going to go back and do what he has been doing forever. Because why wouldn't you? Maybe he'll be a little smarter and probably won't travel as much, but he's just going to be doing his thing up in Russia the entire time. Because why the frick would you not? And also, we have created a precedent that if you are a celebrity and you go to Russia and you go to jail, we will do whatever it takes for that one person. And if you go to Russia and you go to jail over it because you're not a celebrity, no one will care. That's right. It will be your funeral. And then you're just going to have to deal with it because we are not the nation we used to be. We don't have a strong arm anymore. We have a president that can't even finish his nightly pudding. There's 9 in the chat. Okay, what the frick? Like, I was just looking at my analytics and it was not saying that. I don't understand some of these analytics on all these things. I'm like a boomer when it comes to that. We're not laughing. We are the laughing stock of the world right now. We clearly are. I mean, the fact that, I don't know if you've been watching Victor Bout's interviews on RT News and the things he's saying and saying like rural Americans aren't much different than average Russians and that it's really these elites that are pitting us up against each other and stuff like that. These are, he's speaking truth, but that's on purpose. These interviews being put out are on purpose. You're on a roll. Hey, thanks. Victor might open an app to sell candles. That makes me think of The Office. Wait, what's Jen's candle company? Oh, God, I forget. Shit. I freaking love The Office. All right. You guys get to choose what we watch next because I live in a democracy in my YouTube chat. Sorry, what's your name? Vital's on Twitch. This is part of the democracy. What we watch next, though? What we watch next, though? Wait, next. Why did I put next, though? Okay, next. Okay, next. Okay, here we go. Are we going to... okay, or this, or are we going to watch, or are we going to watch, okay, you guys choose, and I'm starting it now. Democracy in action. We're all about democracy. I'm gonna put some music on the background. Some inspirational music. We've kidnapped Jesse Smollett. If you want him back, we want El Chapo. Exactly. Make sure to get your votes in. This is the voting season. It's not... Uh-oh. It's not a democracy, it's a dictatorship, and it's not the size of That's how you use it. Thank you for saying that. We got some ties. Uh-oh. We got some ties. Oh, make sure to get your votes in. Make sure to get your votes in. Oh, if we just had one more voter. Okay. All right, I'm just going to close it and pick one. I think it feels like a Disney movie. It does feel like a Disney movie. I know, that's why I put it on. Uh-oh. Oh, and it changed. All right, Olive Garden it is. It just like that. Thank you to whoever just put it in at the last second. Wow, that's what she said. Good Lord, I'll never say that again. I hate myself. Okay, there's this. It's been going around about a manager demanding proof about a dead dog, and I think this should be funny, but we'll see. But here we go. Here we go. Matt Walsh, go baby, go. Cancel.
Now this may surprise you, but I'm going to disagree with the majority opinion about something. I don't think.
Oh, that's so cutting edge and so hipster. I love it.
Myself as a contrarian, contrary to what most people say about me, but on this I must dissent. A manager in an Olive Garden in Kansas has been fired after sending an angry email to employees telling them that they may not call out of work for any reason. And if they claim that their dog died as an excuse for coming to work, they have to bring the dead dog in as proof. Now, the manager, whose name has not been published, thankfully, was fired, and most people have applauded the decision after the email went viral. But I'm on the manager's side of this, and I'll explain why. But first, here's the story from a local CBS affiliate. It says a Johnson County restaurant manager sent a harsh message to employees about taking time off and was subsequently fired. An Olive Garden media relations representative confirmed to KCTV5 a manager at the restaurant on 95th Street sent the below message to staffers. And here's the message in full. This is what it says. Quote, "Our call-offs are occurring at a staggering rate. From now on, if you call off, you might as well go out and look for another job. We are no longer tolerating any excuse for calling off. If you're sick, you need to come prove it to us. If your dog died, you need to bring him in and prove it to us.
This is so intense, I love it.
If it's a family emergency and you can't say, too bad, go work somewhere else. If you only want morning shifts, too bad, go work at a bank. If anyone from here on out calls out more than once in the next 30 days, you will not have a job. Do you know in my 11 and a half years at Darden how many times I called off? 0. I came in sick. I got in a wreck literally on my way to work one time. Airbags went off and my car was totaled. But you know what? I made it there on time. There are no excuses."
Wait, what? Wait, what? I got in a wreck and literally on my way to work, airbags went off and my car was totaled. But you know what? I made it to work on time. Shut up. No, you didn't. That is such a lie. God. I don't believe that for a freaking second. You totaled your car, your airbags went off, and you made it to work on time. Shut up. There's no excuses. Us collectively as a management team have had enough. If you don't want to work here, don't. It's simple as that. I can understand that sentiment. Funny thing, it happened on my way to Olive Garden. Yeah, exactly. Okay, here we go.
Us collectively as a management team have had enough. If you don't want to work here, don't. It's as simple as that. If you're here and want to work, then work. No more complaining about not being cut or not being able to leave early. If you're in the restaurant business, do you think I want to be here?
And when he was your age, he walked to school through 20 feet of snow while carrying 50 pounds of ice on his back. Exactly. Uphill both ways. You forgot that part.
Until midnight on Friday and Saturday? No, I'd much rather be at home with my husband and dog, going to the movies or seeing family, but I don't. I'm dedicated to being here, as should you. No more excuses or complaints. I hope you choose to continue to work here, and I think we, the management, make it as easy as we can on y'all. Thank you for your time, and thank you to those who come and work every day and work hard. I wish there were more like you. Okay, that's a message. Olive Garden announced that it had parted ways with the manager after.
Yeah, of course. I don't think you could put that on social media, though. I love it. It's hilarious.
This was released. It was a predictable decision, but the wrong one. Now, obviously, there's some hyperbole there. You shouldn't actually bring a dead dog into a restaurant.
Oh, no. We take everything that everyone says seriously. That is who we are. We're supposed to. You can't just say these things. I mean, come on, man. Thank you, Joe.
It's Olive Garden, not Panda Express, for God's sake. And of course, it's conceivable that a person could have a reason to call out more than once in a 30-day period. I rarely call in sick to work, but I missed an entire week a few months ago after I lost my voice. Not a lot I can do.
Oh, okay. Well, find your voice then. If you lose it, you might as well freaking find it. I mean, yeah. I freaking hate myself.
Without a voice. Though even then, I still dragged myself to work, and I recorded a segment in subtitles. That's how committed I am to my job. Or it's how committed I am to trolling. You decide. Perhaps there's not much difference between the two.
Or you're a narcissist and you have to be in front of the camera like me.
At any rate, the point is that there is reason to object to this manager's message to employees if you insist on taking it absolutely literally. But a more charitable interpretation is that this person is trying to run a restaurant and yet is sabotaged every step of the way by spoiled, entitled brats who want a paycheck but don't want to put the work in to earn it. And these are frustrations shared by a great many managers in the restaurant and retail space and other industries. Call-outs and no-shows are at an all-time high. And it's not because everyone's dogs are dying all of a sudden. It's not because there's a record number of family emergencies. Can
you imagine, like, if an employee got really mad and decided to, like, find a dead dog on the side of the road and brought it in? Oh my God. People are crazy in these days. You can't just say that these people do these things. It's because the owners have access to some of the saddest K-pop tunes and help you mourn your dead pooch. They also cook up your dog and serve it as a Tuesday lunch special. It's in the soup and salad. Why do you think the soup and salad is such a good price? Matt could have went to work and did some light duty.
If it's a medical emergency driving this problem, the medical emergency is a severe allergy to hard work, I think that's the real epidemic.
Ooh, just own the libs already.
Happening here. This is an affliction.
Of course it is. Of course it is. For many people that don't know, in the food and beverage culture, a lot of people, like myself included at some points, that worked in food and beverage, who worked in the restaurant industry, there is a habit of calling out when you're sick. And it happens a lot in restaurants because you don't necessarily feel like an employee. When I was a server, I was getting paid $2.15 an hour. Now, did that make me feel like this company actually cared about me and I was actually a part of the team? Or did it make me feel like I was expendable and I could get a job at any other restaurant at the whim if I got better shifts? You tell me. But again, it's these stupid kids. I mean, I do agree. There is a part of our culture today that is like so whimsical, and that anything hard in life, it's like, I can't even do it. It's just too much. And like this idea that going to work is a part of discipline, and doing that discipline daily actually makes you feel happier is not instilled in us, because you need to do whatever makes you feel good inside. Amen. Can I get an amen?
Which has spread across an entire generation and beyond. And the people who are trying desperately to keep our economy afloat by keeping these businesses open, they're fed up and they're furious, and they should be. If I was in charge of all...
Willie says, working in a restaurant as a kid, I thought I was going, it was a great partying with the waitresses and having a great food to eat. Well, that's exactly what it is. I mean, 90% of food and beverage people, they just eat and drink and party. You make a ton of money in tips, and then you go use that money to drink. It's just like, it just goes away.
Olive Garden, I wouldn't fire that manager. I'd give him a raise and a promotion. Because this is exactly the no-nonsense, get your crap together attitude that we need.
Maybe don't put it online.
Now, of course, there is another...
Or getting it leaked. I don't know. Maybe say it in a team meeting.
...side to the story. I made a condensed version of the point I just articulated on Twitter over the weekend, and Lauren Southern responded, disagreeing with me, saying, quote, people are fed up working jobs with no upward mobility, no living wage thanks to inflation, and no real benefit to their community, multinational corporations. Workers don't care anymore because a manager that asks you to bring your dead dog in clearly doesn't care about them either.
Yeah, I mean... I'm assuming this manager is joking. I like to believe that people aren't this insane. Now, could it be true that he's not, or she's not, they, them's not? I don't know. I must have been part of that 10% minority. Hey, congrats on being part of the minority.
Now, Lauren and I went back and forth several times, and although this
why don't you get a rim set?
Breaks the rules of arguments on the internet, we still respected and appreciated each other by the end of it. And I've been a fan of Lauren's for a long time and still am.
All right.
And she raises an important point here, which I don't fundamentally disagree with. It's true that many people are disillusioned and demoralized, and they have no hope. They're dropping out of a system that they feel is rigged against them. So she's right about that.
Because it is. We bail out the banks. Then people lose their houses, and then the banks no one cares about you. We care about Brittany Griner. We don't care about the other prisoner. I mean, it just goes on and on. Like, I digress. I mean, the government is slower to give unions sick pay time off for a thing that creates our entire economy rolling. That is our like the trains. But when you give $100 billion to Ukraine, if you aren't paying attention to where the money is going in our country and how the lack of care for actual United States citizens and how we willy-nilly just toss money to every other thing under the sun that doesn't affect you and me daily, I don't know what to tell you. If you actually think the government is doing some good and not just out there doing whatever they want, unchecked, and just look at Fauci. He's smiling and having a fantastic time. Look at Ghislaine Maxwell. She was put in prison for sex trafficking to absolutely nobody. Joe Biden and his son, Hunter Biden's laptop. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. It's too much because bring out the food and cook and prepare is a real skill. How can we pay attention to where the money is going when they are clearly don't know where they are sending the money? Well, yeah, exactly. And being asked to audit where the money is going to Ukraine is seen as hate speech. Hey, let's not find out where the money is going. That's rude. I see the money going to Ukraine. I don't see any money going to infrastructure.
I made a similar point, or at least a related point, in one of my monologues last week. It's an important aspect of this problem, and it's important that we talk about it. But there are other realities which also must be acknowledged. Because this is not a simple matter of the working class rising up against their wealthy oppressors. The people left holding the bag here, such as managers at Olive Garden,
are the managers. The managers always... Being a food and beverage manager is the most thankless job in the world. I do not recommend it to anyone in the world. They're having so much fun, they didn't want anybody to ruin it.
They're working class too. And it's worth sticking up for them.
Bring on the robo-waiters.
And on that note, a few points. First, many of the workers who are giving up and throwing in the towel are young. Okay, like late teens, early 20s. These are not people who've been grinding it out for years and years and have finally become exhausted by it. Most of the shift workers...
That's probably true, but I did work in a restaurant that had a few people in their 50s, so you can't say that definitively.
At Olive Garden, they're not going to be people in their 50s who've been slaving away for decades.
Whoa, it's like you heard me.
It's only to have their opportunities for greater success stolen away by various misfortunes and calamities out of their control. There may certainly be some people in...
Everybody thinks that managers are somehow high-level employees, but they get shat on more than the employees. Oh, 100%. Being a manager is a terrible job. It sucks. It sucks. Owning a company sucks. You work all the time. You don't have days off. You don't have breaks.
In that category, but a greater number are young adults in college or just out of college, or who never went to college, but are around that same age. And if you're in this demographic, and you've already stopped trying.
I demand to speak to the manager. Me too. Let me speak to the manager.
That's a whole lot less understandable. Because you never started trying. You can't be fed up with something that you've never even done. You're in your early 20s. How do you think life is supposed to go for you at that age? Do you think you're supposed to enter adulthood and immediately be rewarded with the kind of wealth and fortune and job security that most people work decades to attain?
Didn't used to be like that. I demand to speak to the manager's manager.
What did you expect? Working at Olive Garden sucks. Of course it does. Of course it does. No one ever said it doesn't. There's no version of working at Olive Garden that won't suck. But you got to start somewhere. You got
to like the guy crying about working 25 hours a week. The Starbucks employee. That guy. I hope that guy learns his lesson and he changes his attitude. But because that video looks so. This is why I'm so glad that I didn't have a camera when I was young and dumb and didn't have things like TikTok that would go around the world. I'd probably have some stupid video like that too. I've been working so hard and my manager didn't give me my 10-minute break today.
You gotta pay your dues. You have to work your way towards whatever it is you want. It's not going to be handed to. a very small fraction of human beings.
Wait. Papa says, I have a feeling that Olive Garden has one of those god-awful training videos that says working for Olive Garden is fun. Dude, working for Olive Garden is fun. Hey, at Olive Garden, not only family, but we like to have a lot of fun around here. We like to kick up and have a good time. Do you like having a good time? Well, you're going to love working at Olive Garden. Yeah, we work hard. Yeah, we toss a little salad, and we shove breadsticks in our mouth. You know what I'm talking about. But we do our thing. This is Olive Garden. We're doing the best thing we can. Make Bennigan's great again. That guy was a girl dancing.
In the history of the world, have been born so wealthy that they never have to work for anything in their lives. But if you, like me, are not in that category, then there is no option but to build for yourself whatever kind of life you want. Or rather, there is no other respectable, honorable option.
Look, all right. I'm not going to take this video that seriously for a couple of reasons. One, if you feel like you need to have a different job, do not work there. You are not forced to work anywhere. But if this is a job that you have, find a way to enjoy it. I have worked countless shitty jobs my entire life, and you can complain, and there's some kind of power in complaining about your situation. But after a while, it starts to really drain you and bring you down. And the only way in life to find some satisfaction in the pain, in the suffering, is to find joy in the little things, or learn ways to make a difference in other people's life. Find ways that you yourself can control your own situations, because you can control whether you're having a good day or a bad day a lot of the time. Not always. Let's not get it twisted. Let's not say that, like, you find out you have cancer, like, that's not in your control. But, like, doing mundane tasks at work, like serving, filling up people's drinks, sucks. But finding a way to enjoy that time and enjoy filling up those drinks is the best way to enjoy your day and make the day a little lighter, because our life that we live can be so exhausting and so tiring. And so just adding extra anxiety on top of that, saying that my life sucks, I hate my life, I hate my situation, I hate my job, I hate everything, and just saying that over and over again, you just start to develop this negative mindset that controls your life, and then finding positivity becomes harder and harder and harder. So finding ways to challenge that irrational belief that my life is the worst life to ever live in the whole world, and finding ways to enjoy your life is the only way you can find happiness, break out of that depression mindset, and find some peace and comfort in life. Because yes, this life is hard, and yes, this life sucks at times, but finding ways to enjoy, but especially make a difference in people's lives, is the key to true happiness. It's Italian as Olive Garden. I like you. You like me? I waste 20 minutes of my day at work just playing around with guns I'm supposed to be selling. Yeah, see, there you go. See, I could like take so much time and like complain about my life all the time. It just like it gets exhausting. And I can understand that mindset too. I understand the mindset of hating your life, hating your job, hating what's going on. But it gets to a point where it's going to consume you, and it's going to dictate how you see things outside of work. And the only way is to find joy in the pain, is to find ways to make a difference in people's lives, make people smile, find a purpose in your work, find purpose in the little things at work, because that'll help you get by till you find the job of your dreams. I'll just get on disability. I'll be happier. Okay. Yeah, you can just do that. Has anyone ever told you sound like an Italian Borat? Yes, I like you. You like me. Well, you just pointed out everything I think about. Hey. Wait, is that a joke? Thank you. I like that you waste 20 minutes of your day just messing with guns, Papa. Suck it up and join the military if you can't handle the soft civilian job. Well, I don't even want to say that. I just want to say, I know that life can be difficult at times, and I know that some of these mundane task jobs can be exhausting. But instead of like just allowing someone to tell you that your life does suck and your life is over and it's not worth it and all this stuff and like this repetitive cycle of like, well, you can't move up, and then there's like this like constant impending doom, this abyss of just nothingness. Instead of like staring at that, learn to find ways to make your life more purposeful, because so many people in their 20s do not feel purpose driven, and that's why they join things like leftist cults, because they don't have God, they don't have like morals, and they're just like trying to figure out where they stand in life. Maybe I'm full of crap, but that's just what I think. I work in a floral market for a short time just for fun of it. See, there it is. Find a way to have fun. Find a way to enjoy it. There's so much about work at every job known to mankind, even the best jobs in the world, that are mundane, boring, and sucky. And finding a way to embrace the moment and enjoy the moment. Make a difference in someone's life. If you're in Olive Garden, be the best server that you can possibly be. Try to make everyone laugh. Try to make everyone smile. Start singing Italian songs, and people will call you racist. That's the way in which Olive Garden does it. It's one of those few days I get to mess around with AK. Oh, it was one of those few days I get to mess around with AKs, at least until the Merchant of Death floods my state with them. Dude, what if Victor goes straight to Michigan and floods it? Here we go again. FBI one more time. Have you ever seen the greatest action story ever told? It was done in the 90s and the TV is funny. No. No, I haven't seen that. But I feel like I should see that. Papa, your promo was incredible, and I think everyone should see it. I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna put it on my. I'm gonna put it on my page. You're a freaking genius of a man, and you're a selfless man for taking time out of your day to make me a beautiful promo, a new promo. I don't know if it's. I think I can put 2 promos. I'm not sure. But okay. I think that's my final thought of the day. I hope you guys enjoy it. Finding ways to enjoy some of the mundaneness in your life, and finding ways to and just have a good time. The greatest action story ever told was Demolition High, starring Corey Haim and Alan Thicke and Dick Van Patten, and it was a hill I would gladly die upon. What about Home Alone is the greatest action story ever told. I mean, a kid did that. Think about that. A kid took down 2 high-profile criminals. Everyone knows that. No, it's not a parody on Jesus. It was the Mad TV. It's with Arnold Schwarzenegger, at least it looked like. But it's funny as hell. Dude, I miss Mad TV. I miss old Mad TV. I miss Stewart and old Mad TV, and what's his name? What's that Korean guy? I forget his name. He goes to and then Miss. I forget all their names. It's been so long. No Demolition High. End of story. What is the best action film ever created? Please put it in the chat. What is the best action film ever created? I'm curious. Or what is the best Christmas movie of all time? I think that's more pertinent. That's more on the best Chris. And I swear to God, if do not say the movie. I think everyone's going to say Demolition High. Dude, Demolition High. The best Christmas movie of all time. Is it? And why is it either Home Alone or National Lampoon's? Bad Santa? That is a good movie. But it's either National Lampoon or Home Alone for me. Straight up. I can't have it either other way. National Lampoon's is such a good movie for me. Why is this audio track not available? Yeah. Favorite Christmas movie. I want to know everyone's favorite Christmas movie before I go. Just look up the greatest action story ever told on Mad TV. You'll see. Okay, I will. I can't play it on here because it's copyrighted. Mad TV and SNL are very serious about that. Especially SNL. God, SNL's the worst when it comes to just watching their clips. They get so mad about that. Bad Santa. Do you really think Bad Santa is the best? Because I think it's good. I don't know if I'm gonna say the best. I can't put it up there with like Die Hard, National Lampoon's, and Bad Santa. Okay, I can do that. Does anybody like It's a Wonderful Life? I know it's good. We need to all flag SNL for inappropriate content then. Yeah, exactly. We should. Does anybody like A Christmas Story? I don't really care for that movie. Just gonna be honest. No, that's what they titled the parody. Oh, okay. But Demolition High is the greatest movie, Christmas movie. Wait, have you guys seen that new Christmas movie? Wait, what's that new Christmas movie that just came out? With the guy from Stranger Things. New Christmas movie, Stranger Things guy. What is that new Christmas movie with the Stranger Things guy? The Violent Night producer. Violent Nights. Yeah, the Santa Claus. Has anybody seen that yet? The Violent Night. Has anybody seen Violent Night? I mean, it looks incredible. If you've never seen it, I've never seen it, and it's on my list of things to see. I mean, this movie looks freaking sick. I've heard it's like one of the best Christmas movies.
You ain't driving, are you?
I steer a little, but the reindeer do most of the work.
This is my 4th year as a Santa. How about you?
I started the whole damn thing.
It's Christmas!
We decided that you could have one gift.
Early.
What is it?
That is a direct hotline to Santa Claus himself.
Has anybody seen this?
Santa?
All right, revelers. Welcome to your worst Christmas ever.
Let's go!
You have $300
I mean, it's sorry. The guns alone have got me.
million in your personal vault. That's what I want for Christmas.
I don't want any trouble, okay? Someone's gonna scooch up that chimney.
Who is he?
I mean, that looks so good. And then he just like beats them all up. It just doesn't get any better than that. I'm here for it. It's R-rated. So there's that. All right, you guys are the best. I thank you guys so much for hanging out with me on this Monday night. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I hope you guys have a freaking fantastic day. And please take that the thing I said at the end to find a way in your life to fight the mundaneness of life and find a way to make a difference in other people's lives and make a difference in your job every day so that your job becomes a little easier and that you enjoy your day a little bit more, because that's more important than just like complaining about your job. Because yes, your job sucks. And yes, you can get a new job, but sometimes that makes it find a little easier. I don't care what you say, Christmas, St. Patty's Day, Arbor Day, Demolition High is the greatest movie ever made in the history of humans. And yes, I'm including Ninja Turtles 3. How dare you? I don't even put Ninja Turtles is much higher than that. My family watches It's a Wonderful Life every Christmas Eve. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? The moon? I'll throw the rustle around that and pull it down for you. What do you want? That's a good movie. The Santa Claus is a classic. Oh, Santa Claus is a classic. Thank you, Ashley. Freaking love Santa Claus. I kind of like the second one too. Don't judge me. Okay, I would watch that. I will watch that too. Violent Night. That looks incredible. I mean, it's rated R. And it looks like Keanu Reeves. It's like John Wick meets Santa Claus. So I'm already sold. But you guys are the best people on earth. I love every single one of you guys. Again, as Wilson always says, it's not a following, it's a community. You guys make this. Curry, what's up? Jingle All the Way. That's a good, Jingle All the Way is good. Okay, Jingle All the Way is good. I love Arnold Schwarzenegger. What does he say? I don't know. I do love that movie, especially having a divorced family. Something about a messy Christmas is always wonderful. Good laughs. You guys are the best people on earth. I appreciate every single one of you guys. This is a community. I cannot do the show without you showing up and making this show fun. I'll be back. And I appreciate every single one. If you guys weren't here, the show would be boring and sucky. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for chatting constantly and getting in the chat and saying hello and all that stuff. It means so much to me. And also, I see all that y'all's comments on I can't believe I'm doing this seriously with this wig on, all these comments on my YouTube videos and when I cut up clips from this show and just to create more content so that people comment, see it, and they can actually join this show. It just means a lot to me seeing all y'all's comments and fighting back with other people and stuff like that. It means the world to me. You guys are the best. Thanks. Good. Glad you liked my promo. Dude, that promo is awesome. Be sure to check out the promo created by Papa. I'm going to put it in the chat if you haven't checked it out yet. That's in the chat. That's Papa's promo created for the channel. I'm going to put it on the channel soon, ASAP. But you guys are the best people on earth. I can't do the show without you. I love every single one of you guys. I hope you have a fantastic night. I will see you tomorrow for sure. Be there 7 years ago. Have a wonderful night. As always, I'll catch you on the flippity flop. Peeps. You guys are awesome. Goodbye.